Hey, hi, hello there.
Hey.
Slice of Paranormal. That's who we are. This is our nerd, Steven.
Hi.
We keep him here. This is Christy. She's co-host and my friend. And I am Ryan of the Riot Variety. And we talk about paranormal stuff on the weekly. Goblins, witches, werewolves, all kinds of fun stuff.
Slime.
And while we're in these places investigating, we always check out a local pizza place and review it at the end of every episode.
Yep.
So,
Thanks, Cup of Code. And what are we talking about today?
who are we talking about? Where are we talking about?
We were, the day we went to this place, we went to Atlantic City,
Yes,
New
we
Jersey,
did.
because we were actually touring,
Atlantic City.
we were touring New Jersey for the Jersey Devil, or
Oh,
episode
that's right.
40. So we were like, we're so close, being
Yeah.
at Leeds Point. Let's fly over to Atlantic City.
And stuff our faces with some pizza.
And stuff our faces with some pizza. We figured we had 3 pizza places.
Yeah.
Why not go for 4?
Why not?
So
And the pizza monster forced you.
the pizza monster forced us. So we went to Atlantic City. So I wanted to have a spot to go to right off the bat.
Right.
So we parked near the Hard Rock Cafe.
Boom.
And the Hard Rock Cafe is at 1000 Boardwalk, Atlantic City, and it's supposedly haunted by a number of spirits. Now, just for those that don't know, this is formerly the site of Trump's Taj Mahal.
I did not know that.
Yep.
So that's where that was.
Interesting. It seems like a good location.
Yeah.
It does, which makes it funny that one of the ghosts it claims to have is an angry ghost with a toupee and an orange glow. So I don't know if that is
Interesting.
a real ghost or if someone just threw that online
Right.
to be funny. But supposedly there's a number of spirits that supposedly haunt the site. Most often, it's attributed to a man who jumped off the 10th floor to become one of its storied guests.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So,
it's a nice way to put that.
Like 10 stories.
yeah.
And story guest.
10th storied guest. But he's supposedly seen around the building, So, of course, Slice of the Paranormal,
Just walking around, or is he like...
just walking around.
Okay.
So what do? We go to the lobby bar to
Libations.
for libations. We're going to. We always run into spirits at the bars,
Yes, we
right.
do.
so why not?
Easiest place to find the spirits.
Yep.
It is, and we're so lucky in that regard.
That bar was cool because they gave me a drink with a little clip and a little bag of nuts connected to my cup. Right?
They did, and I forget what I got. I think I got a rum and coke, and I didn't get
Yeah.
anything. Did you get anything?
No, I got the nut drink.
The nut drink. What was it? Candied something?
It was candied walnuts.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, they
it
were
was
so
really good.
So you drink the drink and you just eat like a walnut. Oh,
Little swizzle stick.
that was so good.
Yeah, it was like a little paper sack on the side.
Yeah.
With
So
nuts
you-
in it.
I did not get the drink with a sack of nuts.
Sack or nuts.
Either
one.
But I was very intrigued because obviously it's the Hard Rock Cafe and Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, and they have like memorabilia every time you turn.
Yeah.
It was fun to look through all that stuff.
So
Yes.
like we spent a lot of time just looking at memorabilia.
A lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
And this was the end of our day.
This was the end of our day.
Yes.
We were
We're pretty tired.
Yeah.
Pretty tired. So
We had been out searching for the Jersey Devil, so
we have
we
been.
were hiking through the woods.
But didn't find any ghosts there at the casino.
The Hard Rock.
So we went out onto the boardwalk. The boardwalk, there's supposedly a spirit of a young girl who lost her life on a shipwreck and is said to walk the boardwalk at night. Others say she died in a car accident near the boardwalk or on the boardwalk in the 1920s. But this girl is supposedly seen near that site. Now, also...
You would think there'd be a lot of ghosts on the boardwalk, right?
You would think.
This
Plus
is one of those
near
places.
water.
Like water, yeah, exactly.
Right?
With shipwrecks. Now, we're going to get
People
to a
drowning,
shipwreck.
all kinds of stuff. Yeah, if ships
Well,
are near there.
So I've heard, I'm sure, like this is just a little bit, I've heard that like ghosts on the actual boardwalk, other than the ones we're going to talk about, there's not a whole lot of sightings, but there's a ton of sightings of people on the beach, like just off of the boardwalk.
Interesting. Oh, okay. So, that kind of makes sense then.
So like a lot of the shipwrecks, like the whole East Coast. I mean, I don't think you can go to a single spot
And not
have like local lore,
Yeah.
Ships that have gone down,
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
because before we get all these lighthouses, there's a lot of
Right. A lot of
ships
crashes.
that crash.
Yep.
Now, while we're at the boardwalk, I want to point out that like Brighton Park, though, supposedly has a lot of lore to it. Supposedly the water fountain at Brighton Park, if you look into the waters, you start seeing faces of ghosts or demons. And the reasoning,
or demons.
He says.
it's got dark
Throw that in
energy.
there.
Dark figures have been seen there.
Ghosts or demons.
Or mermaids.
It is estimated, and a lot of this is believed to be part of the Prohibition era, because it's estimated that 40% of all the illegal booze that was brought into the U.S. during the Prohibition time came ashore at Atlantic City, New Jersey.
That's where the crime families kind of got started too.
It is. In fact, I have a picture that I sent you of a whole bunch of mafia people.
Yep.
And one of which is Al Capone.
Nice.
And another one is Enoch Nucky Johnson.
Yeah. Yep.
Is another one who's standing right next to Al Capone.
You have Lucky Luciano on there.
I think he's also in that.
Yep. He's like the Godfather.
Now I also have another picture of just Nucky, because he's like the
Steve Buscemi character.
The Steve Buscemi character. He's like the guy that kind of called the meeting, is from what I gather, to
Just
organize
a single
this.
guy, huh?
Yeah,
He looks more like a priest or like a lawyer or something.
Well, I mean, he was a mover and a shaker locally. You know, he was the mayor of the town for a short while.
Looking kind of Mary.
But he ran booze, and it's believed that during Prohibition era, people that the mafia helped disappear, that they are buried under Brighton Park.
Yeah.
So that the concrete.
So there's a lot of angry energy.
So Brighton Park, you have an image of that. It's a water fountain. It says Brighton Park, has an archway and seats all around it. It's pretty much a park of concrete. You know, there's not much. There's not much greenery at this park.
Yeah.
It's not like a park we know in Pennsylvania. But I was trying to look into other haunted sites in the area, because there really isn't a lot for Atlantic City, which surprised
You
the
would think
heck out
there'd
of
be
me.
more, yeah.
Because, you know, there's like a We Buy Gold on every freaking block.
Right.
You know, and I'm thinking there's so many probably tragic tales of people like losing
gotta be
everything
some-
they owned.
Yeah.
The criminal activity, there has to be murders out the wazoo that have happened. And
For sure.
sad stories.
Yeah.
But one of the stories that I kept coming across is that there was a shipwreck called the Powhatan, which happened 50 minutes north of Atlantic City.
I remember you talking about this.
And there was it was coming to shore.
And this was like sailors and passengers. So there was
Correct.
women and children on the boat as well.
Yes, I mean, I was just talking to you about this. It's like roughly between 200 and 365 people were on this ship. It was packed.
Yeah.
And a storm arose. It was 100 yards off from shore, and it started being pushed onto the shoals, where it broke up, and everyone died. They don't know how many people died, because they only have the numbers of the people that they got out of the
Washed
water.
up.
Oh, wow.
So, that's the numbers they have, and they know that there were so many more that just went out to
Let's
sea.
just say 365.
So, it's anywhere between 200 and 300 and some.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of death. I mean, they were pulling bodies out of the water on the shores of Atlantic City from this.
Probably up and down the East Coast.
So
I mean, how many mermaids?
I'm trying to think of this happened in 1837.
Okay.
And because it was the Barnegat Shoals or
Barnegat Shoals?
Barnegat Shoals, which is north of Atlantic
What are
City.
shoals exactly?
shallow wreaths with sandbar
With
type thing.
where the sand kind of comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Rocks, maybe.
the Absecon Lighthouse is actually first lit in
nice name.
1857.
It is a nice name.
Absecon
And
Lighthouse.
Absecon.
This lighthouse was put there because of this
that.
tragedy.
Yep.
So, do you know who had designed the lighthouse?
I do not know that, Stephen. You
Okay.
got me there.
It was George Meade.
Oh,
From Meadville?
No, Major General George Meade,
Is
the
why
commander of the Army of the Potomac
Oh.
at Gettysburg, which was the first battle. He was
But isn't
the
that
commander.
why we're named Meadville?
You're named after Meadville, yes.
George Meade, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
same guy.
We're in my hometown. I'm sorry, that's why I'm talking.
So, because of this tragedy, he designs this, and it's first lit in 1857. This is just before the war.
Yep.
You know,
This is the
couple
tallest
years.
lighthouse in the state, too.
Correct.
Oh, wow.
It's
It's big.
171 feet tall.
Yeah, and I think it's something like the third or fourth largest in the country.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
I believe.
they say that the ghost of this lighthouse predate the lighthouse because a lot of people say the ghosts are connected to the Powhatan the shipwreck.
Yeah.
So
So what they say, at least 60 bodies washed up there in Atlantic City, right? In that back bay.
yeah, I mean there was 200 and some bodies that had washed up.
Yeah.
In various parts, and there's like 3 cemeteries that have mass graves.
Oh, wow.
For the dead of that
Near this
shipwreck.
They were
Lighthouse
coming
or
from
where?
France,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, in New Jersey, around that lighthouse in Atlantic City.
Okay.
So there's multiple graveyards that have just piles of these people.
Yeah, and so these people were coming from France. So, like, they most likely didn't have relatives here to
Right.
like identify them. So, yeah.
yeah,
Who even knows who they were?
yeah. I'm sure
Hard
like
to identify.
the records were
Shoddy.
non-existent,
Right.
And if they had a ship's log, I don't know if they've ever found it.
Right, and they didn't even need IDs or anything back then to travel. So you
Nope.
could put any, like we learned that
As long as
on
you fit on the boat.
H.H. Holmes episode that you could
Oh, yeah.
just sign any name you want. And
Well, and a lot
Get
of
on
times,
that boat.
even if you tried to give them your name, depending on the person writing down your name,
And if they
whether or not they
understood
got
you.
it right.
Exactly.
Spelled it right.
So many families,
Yeah.
like when you search your family history,
Yep.
your name is completely different if you're from Germany. Your German relatives have a slightly different
Yep.
spelling, and you know,
Yep.
Yeah.
when you get off the boat, they change it.
Yeah.
Or they sometimes do it because, like, if you're Irish or German, depending on the time frame you're coming here. When my family came here in the 1740s, it was not a good thing to be German. You were looked down upon.
Right.
Yeah.
People like Benjamin Franklin vehemently hated Germans, and the reason you had to give an oath to the U.S. in this country was to prove your loyalty to this country over your home country.
Right.
And it was Benjamin Franklin that made that happen.
Oh wow.
So like, but it was done for a very negative reason. But for a researcher, it's awesome because you have these people that had to sign their names on that oath of allegiance.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's how a lot of us know which
Started the
boat,
paper trail.
which boat they came on.
That's cool.
I don't think it's a bad reason.
Well,
What you're saying, like, because you
it
don't
was
want
a-
people coming over here to be like nefarious and spies and
But
like.
they looked at them as bad people and like just because of their nationality.
Well, yeah, no, nobody wants that.
And,
That's
like,
not what I'm saying.
But that changed. Like even in the Civil War, like Germans were looked down upon.
Yeah.
When wars were being
Why is that? Do you think?
Well, they thought that their loyalties weren't as strong, and they thought that they didn't fight hard for the
Really?
cause. So
Then, boy, did they like try and prove people wrong.
They tried to claim that, and that happened in the American Revolution as well.
Yeah.
So like,
So they thought Germans were kind of like wussies. Back
well,
then.
not even wussies. They just didn't think their heart was into it, and they
Yeah.
thought they would run at the sight of a battle. But a lot of times, what it turned out to be was the commanding officer, to take off the heat off themselves, would blame the Germans or
Right.
blame the
They were
Irish.
just scapegoats.
They were the scapegoats. It wasn't like the Irish were any less patriotic
Right.
or the Germans.
Yeah.
It was just that the commanding officer didn't want to admit they screwed up.
Yeah.
Just used.
So
And that's true of anybody in power. Usually they will
they
blame
essentially
the
just pick
peons.
someone to pick on. And the more you get into history, you can prove that, the Irish, the Germans, whatever have you, a lot of them have a lot of patriotism, you know?
Well, yeah.
So it's just a false nomer. But like I said, there's this lots of death around this lighthouse being built.
Back to the
Back
death.
to the lighthouse.
So, like I was saying, death everywhere.
Everywhere.
Death.
Just imagine bodies.
Washing up left and right.
Yeah, bloated from the sea.
Nights all pale.
Crabs coming out their mouth.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
Mermaids.
this is totally
Again
Pirates of
with
the Caribbean.
I
mermaids,
don't
Ryan,
know
you've
why.
got
It's
mermaids
the water.
on the mind
It's the water
tonight.
today.
Well, we are near the water, maybe, But the first sighting that we have, or that I found about the lighthouse was in 1905. The Jersey Devil was
Yep.
seen sitting on the lighthouse tower.
Yeah.
What?
So
Yeah.
that
That's some
ties
good
into,
marketing right there.
That ties
Right.
into episode 40, where we covered the Jersey Devil. Now, I did not know that when we were doing the Jersey Devil episode, or we would have lost the Absecon Lighthouse for
Yeah.
that. We would have
I like
tagged
having
it
it for
onto
both.
that.
Right.
So he was hanging out there somewhere, huh?
Yeah, the lighthouse keeper took a shot at it. Too.
Really?
Yep. He missed. Well, or maybe it's just so tough. Like the bullets just bounced off his
Well,
back.
I mean, supposedly Steven Decatur shot at it with cannons, and they didn't do any damage to it. So
yeah.
a
Can't take the
mere
Jersey
musket
Devil down.
shot, I don't
Not
think.
gonna do anything.
Not even close.
So, this site supposedly hears strange sounds. They see shadow people. Spirits are seen at the lighthouse itself, and strange scents. Mostly tobacco.
Like
or,
from a
or
pipe
cigar,
or a cigar,
smells are seen, and I'm thinking that's probably attributed to like the light keeper.
Yeah.
You know,
I
Oh,
would
like a
too.
particular lighthouse keeper who
like
smoked.
yeah, like there
Yeah.
was probably a lighthouse keeper that smoked. In fact, they probably all smoked.
Yeah.
I mean, I would imagine one or two of them died up in there.
Yeah, like I don't know of any deaths that I've have heard, but a film director was recording there, and he heard voices coming from the keeper's cabin at the top of the stairs, and it was heard.
Oh, that's weird.
By a man and his daughter while they
Yeah.
were filming in the site.
Well, I think we talked about this before. So, like, maybe they didn't die there, but that's where their passion in life
Yeah.
was. They spent a lot of time, and a lighthouse keeper is kind of a solitary position too
Sure.
for most people, unless they have their family.
Got to be
know.
your whole.
Right, so it's got to be important to them. They got to, and just the routine of it. And so that could be a residual haunting too. Like, because I've heard that people feel like when they get to the top, they'll hear people coming up the stairs behind them, and then they'll look and no one's there.
And it's interesting you say that people might be just drawn to the area. So, like we were talking before we started filming, that a lot of the ghosts out of Atlantic City are seen on the sands.
Right.
And that could be, people obviously always say, oh, it's a shipwreck girl or guy. But it could just be people that went to that shore their entire life, and that was where
And that
they
was
felt
their-
at home.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that
a
was
cool
their happy
idea.
place.
Because I know, like, growing up, my mom and dad always took me and my brother to Ocean City, Maryland,
Yes.
and Assateague Island. And I would not be surprised if I saw her ghost anywhere, that it'd be
That'd be
there
there.
on
Oh,
the
that's
beach.
cool.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people attribute it just because it's close to the water that it's got to be this shipwreck person. But maybe it's your dear old aunt that's no longer here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a cool thought.
But who's leaving all the dimes?
I don't know. What? Tell me about the dimes.
So dimes have been found all throughout this lighthouse. They just seem to appear.
Dimes?
For some reason, dimes. And no one knows why.
They just find dimes.
Yep. They're finding dimes.
Interesting.
Maybe the ghost was from the 1950s and they needed to use the bathroom. Because remember, they used to have dime machines to get into bathrooms. Do you remember this?
No.
No?
Oh my God. I used to, when I was a kid, a lot of the stores had bathrooms you had to pay to use.
Wow.
What?
And locally there was bathrooms that had a little dime machine, and you had
Wow.
to put the dime in and turn the knob, and it would unlock the door one time.
Yeah.
And if you were a kid, you thought you were lucky as heck.
Like a newspaper machine.
Yeah. But you did it to use the bathroom.
I had to do that in France once, but that was France, so I figured that was like.
I'm not that much older than you two.
No.
That's why we're wondering.
All right, for
And
our
this
viewers.
this was like a porta potty outside too. It wasn't like in a building in a store.
No, this is in buildings like Newberry's.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
They charge you for your poop and pee.
They did. It was horrible. So employees also have heard British voices at the site. A baby has been heard crying at this lighthouse. Ghosts of Civil War soldiers have been seen. Now, this does not surprise me.
Okay.
Like, if you know anything about the Civil War, there was a thing called Operation Anaconda that the Union did.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Were you going for it?
Yeah.
So essentially, Operation Anaconda was they wanted to control all the coastline of the U.S., north, south, and to the Mississippi.
Okay.
And the goal was if they could block all trade to the south, they could stop it from being able to get money. And
Sure.
if they could stop their transporting of goods
Yeah.
and control all the ports, they could strangle it like a snake and snuff
hence
it out
Anaconda. Okay.
financially. So
Strangling the snake. That
all
just-
the lighthouses along the coast by the end of the war were pretty much controlled by the Union
Okay.
because they were really successful.
Strategic. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a strategic move.
Yeah.
So I am totally not surprised that there's like Civil War soldiers.
Right. I heard there's like a one-armed Civil War
Ooh.
soldier that walks around. Or maybe he was from another war. I might have the wars wrong.
Well, it's interesting you say that because there's a disembodied ghost hand that has been seen on the staircase. So people would look and they'd see a hand coming down the handrail,
Oh, wow.
Oh!
but there's no body
It's
connected
Thing.
to the
Oh,
hand.
it's the thing, yeah,
It's
from
Thing.
Adam's Family.
It's Thing from Adam's Family.
Ah.
Night.
I don't want to
So-
see just a hand. That's a little weird.
Yeah, that is a little bit creepy.
Well, I mean, but it could be a whole ghost. I mean, think about it. If the ghost is having a hard time manifesting,
Right.
could it be a ghost that just doesn't have enough energy to fully manifest? Just because you
Just
only see
my
the hands.
Yep. I just need my hand to hold on.
Yeah,
Well, maybe
just-
it's 'cause
kinda
it's
makes sense.
Touching something physical, too.
I'm just saying, if you just see a hand
I get you.
if
I
you
know
just
what
see
you're
a hand
saying.
jerking, though, you're gonna be like, "What's that ghost?" doing?" You know.
Hello.
So I don't know, but yeah. So if you go down there, I would say hit up this lighthouse for sure.
Yeah.
as like a main spot. To
Yeah,
come
that's
see.
everything I looked up. That was like number one thing that came up.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's massive. It's a large
It is.
structure.
Yeah, I mean, totally. Now, nearby, there's like the Flanders Hotels one, built in 1923, has
Oakley
cold
dokley.
spots, strange noises, strange shadows. It's haunted by a lady in white named Emily, and she was a woman in her 20s. And the interesting thing about her, and you know it's her that you're running into because she's barefoot.
Barefoot Emily.
and
She's
Pregnant.
not wearing shoes. So, is what it is. Then there's the Jonathan Pitney house. Now, this guy is the father of Atlantic City. So, the Pitney's house is another house you can go check out. This is supposedly haunted by his wife. Haunts this site to this day. Now, do you have more on Jonathan Pitney?
Well, from what I researched, people weren't so much seeing Caroline. Was that her name?
I think so.
Yeah, Caroline, as much as two different male ghosts
Oh,
to be seen leaving her bedroom.
Hello.
So what I'd heard is that
Out the window?
No, like in the hallway and stuff.
Okay.
Like her husband built this house for her in 1799, I think it was, and he loved it so much he made her promise never to leave the house. He died in the house, And then eventually she also died in the house, and her ghost has never left. But that's the whole thing, is that people see two distinct, different ghosts, male ghosts, leaving her bedroom. But they haven't seen her. But that's just the little research that I have done on it.
That's pretty funny.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly just researched where some other sites were just to point people out. So I'm glad you did some research.
That's crazy.
Christy's like, is there anything I can do? I'm like, yeah, look up some Atlantic City stuff. I mean, I was looking up the Lighthouse. I was looking up the Hard Rock Cafe, the Boardwalk, but these other things I didn't look up too deeply.
Yeah.
Did you look up anything on the Resorts Casino Hotel?
Yes,
What do you got on there?
I got that there are 2 towers. Ocean Tower is the one that is haunted.
Okay.
Rendezvous Tower is supposedly not haunted. They were doing renovations in 1903, and that's when the paranormal activity started to pick up again.
Renovations.
Yep.
Always during renovations,
Yeah,
you
'cause
change something, you upset things.
Yeah.
Is what everyone says.
We hear that a lot.
So basically, people feel cold spots. And the one thing that really stuck out to me is that people see a man flipping a top hat, and they think maybe it was Charlie Chaplin. So that's kind of neat.
Cup of Code! Today's episode is brought to you by Cup O Code. Need a website or marketing solution that works as hard as you do? At Cup of Code, they don't just build websites. They create digital solutions that grow your business. From expert web design to targeted marketing, including Facebook, Instagram, Google Ads, and billboards, they've got you covered. Dream, design, develop. Visit cupofcode.com and take your business to the next level.
No, W.C. Fields also is known for his super connection to Atlantic City.
Oh.
So
He
It
actually
could have
wore a
been
top
him.
hat, right?
he wore a top hat,
Yeah.
and he has the bulbous nose in his later life, but at the time, he did things on the boardwalk. He was like a juggler. But I mean, years
that's
later,
cool.
he becomes known for the line of "Get away from me, kid! You bother me."
Oh, he did that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
W.C. Fields.
See, I probably just know that from like old Looney Tunes cartoons
Oh yeah,
and stuff.
get away from me, kid.
Yeah.
I use that on my child a lot.
I was gonna say, it sounds like you.
You're like, Steve.
Plates with a top hat.
Now,
Yeah, right?
the other thing is, I've heard that doors have shaken on their own at that site.
Yes.
Is another lore that
I
I've
heard that
That's
too.
always a scary one, too.
Yeah, can you imagine if you're like in a room
And it was
ready
like
to sleep?
violently shaking.
And then you open it and no one's there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That stuff freaks me out.
yeah, that's a little
Yeah.
weird. Now, the other thing I have about Ghost and the Boardwalk, and I know Chrissy was dying for this.
Yes.
The incubator babies. Do you know about the incubator babies?
I am unaware of incubator babies, although
Okay.
I like the title. Let's go.
That
So-
could be a band name. Incubator babies.
Incubator babies. All right. So one time, if your child was born premature,
Right.
it was pretty much the doctors would be like, well, yeah, it's probably not going to live.
Right.
And this one guy, this one doctor named Dr. Martin Cooney, decided that these babies could be saved because like chickens that have an incubator,
Right.
why don't we do the same thing for kids?
Why not try it?
So he started a sideshow,
A freak show.
a freak show, where in Coney Island,
Oh, no.
with babies, where he would have behind a glass wall.
Yeah.
You could see babies in incubators, and he would be saving them.
Yeah.
Real babies.
Real babies. But here's the thing. He was doing that to help the parents who couldn't pay for the care. You know what I mean? This was a brand new technology. He invented it.
He invents
So
this.
this was for parents who couldn't pay for it, for the babies to be in the hospital in the incubator.
Like
Gotcha.
if they were poor.
10
So
years
again,
earlier,
exploiting the poor. But
they would have been dead.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it says 90% of the babies that were in that freak show, sideshow, survived.
Really?
90% in the
90?
in the 40s.
We were just throwing away babies back then.
Yeah, and like
This is
literally,
ridiculous.
No, but 90% is good back then in the 40s.
I'm saying, but where's he getting these babies?
people are,
Poor people?
How
poor
many-
people are utilizing his services because it was a free service that he would provide.
Yeah.
And that the viewers to
They
come,
couldn't pay for medical bills or
Right.
whatever.
but the viewers that were coming to see these babies in these incubators, they were paying for the babies' upkeep.
Yeah.
So it was like
It's kind of like
A-
kind of gross, but it's also like, well, he's helping them.
poetic in a way, huh?
and
Yeah.
it worked so well that it drove him out of business, because in the 1940s he's getting these such high numbers of saving these kids.
Yeah.
The hospitals
Start doing it.
Yep.
Because they realize this guy, it's right.
This guy's got something.
He's
here.
got something.
This incubator thing. Hey, I think he's
Something
onto
going
it.
on there.
So hospitals start taking up the practice. Now, why I said this was in Coney Island, but his second incubator baby
Yep.
site was in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Yeah.
He branched out to Atlantic City.
branched out to
with
Atlantic
an
City.
Incubator baby.
Yeah, and it was open for what, 20 years? I
Oh
think.
my
it was?
gosh.
Yeah. It went on for quite a few years.
Yeah.
Well, nope, I didn't know about that.
But not all the babies survived.
Not all of them survived, and that's why
None of them would have survived. These are
that's what we're saying.
Yeah.
we're
it's
saying
ridiculous.
that you're talking about something that it emotionally seems wrong, that this would be
Sounds
happening.
wrong,
It
right.
sounds wrong to be turning a public spectacle into a baby's health.
But without that baby
But without
would be
that,
dead.
we would not have progressed probably as quickly
Yeah.
into treating premature babies as we
Yeah.
had. He
Plus
looked,
all the lives he saved.
he saved tons of lives. So,
Yeah.
but for the lives he did not save, they do say that there are the sounds of children crying, babies crying, are heard at the site of these incubator babies sites.
Yeah.
So,
Incubator
there's a
baby.
little bit of darkness there.
Yeah. I like that though. I think that's a neat story.
Yeah.
I
It's
do
very
too.
interesting.
Yeah, like there's a lot of like pushback on, say, the circus era's like freak shows,
Right.
But when you talk to a lot of the people that were the actual people that were called the freaks, like in the late 1800s, early 1900s, this
got a
was
job.
literally, they had more money
Yeah.
than a lot of the other people in their environment.
Yeah.
Tom Thumb had cash. He had moolah. This Chang and Eng had a huge house.
Yeah, if it wouldn't be for the circus industry, and people like that, a lot of it would probably end up homeless or
Sure.
persecuted in some way for being a freak, So it really
Yeah,
did
what are you
save
supposed to
their
do if you're the
life.
dog-faced boy?
Exactly.
Be an
like,
acrobat?
Join the circus.
There is obviously a downside. That not everyone was a Chang and Eng that were very highly intelligent.
Yeah.
The ones
Right.
that didn't have the money were
abused.
were used
Right.
and weren't paid.
Right.
But if you had the intelligence, you learned to take on that that
Your
role.
thing, yeah.
So there were some positive sides to, the freak shows. And I think our generation is one of the last that really got to see them.
Right? I just know about them kind of because of Bloomsburg Fair. Like, that's pretty much my...
Yeah.
And
it's-
at the beach,
Freak shows have evolved into more of like
yeah.
contortionists and people that pound nails into their nose.
Or
and
pictures
fire
of things
breathers.
from
But then
the early
again, I've also
1900s,
fire breathers, I've also,
taxidermied things.
sword swallowing.
Yeah, that kind of stuff, I feel like.
4-foot man-eating chicken.
Yeah, like people.
I saw a guy who was just from the ribs up one time, and he came out to a Pantera song and then jumped in the crowd, and people just kind of crowd surfed him. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen, and that was part of I think it was Jim Rose's maybe.
Oh, okay. All right.
Whatever
Wow.
his show was
So
called.
I wonder if he had to eat.
I'm sure he had some kind of bag. I don't know. But
Yeah, most of those they have a colostomy.
kind of
Yeah,
bag.
but
Okay.
if he's only ribs up,
But he
that
was-
means
yeah.
he has no stomach.
Well, he probably has a little bit of it.
Right. I don't know
You'd
what
have
was
to
in
get
there.
nutrients in there somehow.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should
I
probably
actually,
get
yeah, I
back
actually
to-
left that thing because it made me uncomfortable. I was
Yeah.
like, at first I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always freaked out by the guys in cages. Just acting like the wild men.
Yeah,
that
not-
was
not
weird to
into
me
it.
as a kid.
Yeah.
But the Bloomsburg Fair had rather colorful tents with oddity
They
displays.
had some carnies.
and carnies,
Yeah.
and we had the
Small hands.
I forget the guy's name.
Smell like cabbages.
The guy, the guy that was in the water tank.
Yeah.
That would just yell obscenities and like pick on people.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you had anything, like I was a chubby kid, so if you'd walk by with your girlfriend, he'd be like, "Hey there, chubby," blah 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 blah,
man.
and then there'd be kids crying walking around that corner
This poor guy.
of that park.
Can you imagine today, man?
And he's just
Kids
hanging out in
couldn't
water?
handle it.
Dude, they had him there for like over a decade.
Yeah.
Oh, is
I
he
mean,
some kind of
people-
mermaid?
No, it was just a guy. It was
Again.
Sorry, I knew. I'm
It
trying
was
to
just,
slide it in
it was
there
just
now.
a guy dressed up as a clown that you dunked.
Oh, okay.
But he was the
Clown maid.
meanest clown ever. And I've heard rumors that he was drunk. Which,
I think I heard that rumor as well.
that he was
Yeah.
a drunk guy who just was really good at throwing zingers. And he ripped people apart.
Do you think it's paranormal that it always seems to rain during the
Oh,
Bloomsburg
yeah.
Fair?
Maybe it's bad mojo.
Yeah.
So while you did some research,
Yeah.
have you found anything else at
Anything
Atlantic
else?
City?
Yeah. So the Surf City Hotel is actually, they used that as a morgue when they were bringing up the bodies from the shipwreck.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's where the bodies were stored. And that's where the one-armed soldier is seen
Surf
also.
City Hotel.
Yeah, Surf
Okay.
City
We didn't get
Hotel.
to go there.
No.
No. And let's see, the Claridge Hotel is known to be haunted by Frank Sinatra and Marilyn Monroe.
Whoa.
I'd like to see a Marilyn Monroe ghost.
Yeah.
That's a snazzy
that
hotel.
Oh, the Tropicana.
Oh. I had a
Also
girlfriend
haunted?
that worked at the Tropicana.
Really?
In the High Rollers Lounge.
Whoa.
Okay, so Harry Houdini used to go there a lot. And
Oh.
he, as we know, he did not believe in psychics.
Right.
But he wanted to debunk them. So he held
Yeah.
seances in this hotel. So his ghost is known to be there.
Interesting. Or said.
Well, he had
Said
a
to be
deal
there.
where, like,
Yeah.
if one of those psychics could prove psychic ability, that he would pay them. So
Yep.
he did a lot of seances.
Yeah, okay, so it was built over the Ambassador Hotel in 1919.
So it was the Ambassador
It was
Hotel.
the Ambassador Hotel.
that Houdini
and now,
was at.
Yep. And now it's the Tropicana. Yep.
Oh,
And
that's
in
crazy.
1922 is when he had the seance.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, my girlfriend, one girlfriend worked there in the High Rollers Lounge. So she was in the lounge where all the high rollers would go. And Joey Buttafuoco came in one day.
Oh,
if you
really?
And like someone kept calling, I forget the girl's name. The young girl he was dating,
Amy Fisher.
Amy Fisher.
I only
Someone
know
kept
that 'cause of
paging
Addams
Amy Fisher
Family,
the day
too.
he was there,
That's messed up.
and
I'm sure it happened to him a lot.
he had to go.
Amy
I think he
Fisher.
went up
Where
to my
is
girlfriend
she?
and was
I
like,
don't know. I don't know.
I think he went up to my girlfriend and
Will-
said, "Can you please tell them to stop paging for Amy Fisher because she's not
Messed
here."
up, man.
But people were totally messing with Joey Buttafuoco.
Well, yeah, you have to, right?
So
And we talked about the Irish pub, right? In Al Capone.
we didn't. We talked about Al Capone, but not the Irish pub. What's up with the Irish
Just
pub?
that he was known to go there a lot. To go all of the speakeasies. So his
Oh,
ghost
okay.
is known to be there.
And I would say that people probably claimed he went to their place too, right?
Well, yeah. Why wouldn't you?
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, Al Capone was here all the time.
Yeah.
He used to come and party with all his friends.
I saw David
Johnny
J-
Two Eyes.
I saw Davy Jones at the Edison
Jimmy
Hotel in
Papers.
Sunbury. I mean, he used to go there.
Yeah, true story.
So,
I saw him at Walmart once.
oh, nice. I had an aunt that saw him at Kmart.
Really?
Yeah, he bought a
Davy Jones sightings.
Davy. Yeah, he
And
was
not
buying
the
a
pirate
vacuum.
Davy Jones from
Not-
the deep,
No, Davy Jones
From the
locker.
monkeys. Yeah,
from the locker.
for the listeners, Davy Jones was a local here before he passed.
Oh yeah, he was one of the monkeys. Hey, we're the monkeys.
Yeah, he lived in like Beavertown or Beaver Springs. One of those,
Beavertown, yeah.
one of those beaver cities.
Yeah, you know what though? I always wanted to go out there because they used to do bed races. Because the beginning of the Monkeys TV show, they
Oh,
show
yeah,
them
they're-
Oh,
running down the street
That's
with
right.
them on a bed.
Yeah.
Well, they used to at Beavertown. They used to have a bed race
Really?
competition where you and your friends.
put some tires on a bed.
Yeah, and try to race it.
Yeah, I remember. So we didn't watch
into it.
The Monkees when it was out originally, but we watched it, all of us,
It was
probably
on
on
reruns,
Nick
yeah.
at Night.
Nickelodeon took it, yeah, and kind of blew it up.
So that's how we watched it. I remember watching it after school a lot.
Yeah, totally.
What else you got? Is that it for Atlantic City?
That is it for Atlantic City for
Yeah.
me for this time. We'll have to go back again if we want to do more.
Yeah.
in
Check out
depth.
some of these other places.
Yeah, very cool.
Exactly.
So there's pizza everywhere in Atlantic City. And
Oh,
we were on
yeah.
the boardwalk. So, and again, they were done. Christy and Steve, this is already the fourth stop. This is already the fourth pizza.
Yeah, we've already eaten 3.
So we pass
Pizza shops.
a shop on the boardwalk, and I say,
Which is literally in front of
It's like
the
right
Hard Rock
there.
Cafe.
the one right up, right up, and I said,
no.
keep walking. Let's
Let's
find another
walk.
one. Pizza Monster pushes on. So we go down onto the end, and we found what's called Home Slice. It was on the end of the boardwalk. If you go all the way to the right, I don't know what direction that is.
Well, just say south of the Hard Rock Casino.
South
Yeah.
is correct. Near what looked like a strip club. These were reheated slices. The place was pretty cool, actually. Steven gave it a 3.25.
Yeah,
Wow.
not bad.
That's pretty good.
Not bad, but
for fourth slice.
his first words are lackluster.
Oh,
Huge piece, very filling, but a little greasy.
okay.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's a whole review.
Because we were done.
There, I don't want to
Like,
talk
all
about
right,
pizza.
it's pizza. I ate it.
It's the fourth place.
Yeah.
Christie's is 2.25, so not great. That's a
That's
less than half. Less than half. Big slice. If you like pizza, you'll like this. But to me, it wasn't. What? If you like pizza, you'll like this. But to me, it was just kind of bland. Oh, that's weird. Very greasy. 3 napkins.
Oh, wow.
So that's why you didn't
real
like it.
bad.
Yeah, you don't like
Yeah.
that. Couldn't bring myself to even eat the pepperoni slice.
Oh, my goodness.
So you can tell by their attitudes that they are done with pizza from these reviews.
We
Thanks,
are
Cup of Code.
Thanks, Cup of Code.
so grumpy.
Yeah.
Not your fault, Cup of
Apparently
Code.
Not your
3.0
fault.
for me. So 3.25 for Steve, 2.25 for Christy, 3.0 for me.
Huh.
Out of 5. Good overall slice. It could have been a different score because it was a reheated slice. So that always, that kind of
Adjust
changes
it.
things. So honestly, it might even have been a 2.75 at
Yeah.
that.
No.
Nice. What'd you say?
Well, I was just going to say, at this point, are you going to talk about the fact that you got an extra,
The grandma slice.
the grandma slice?
I did. I'll talk about that in a second.
Okay.
Crispy solid crust, great cheese, nice big slice. So yeah,
Yeah, the size of it was
it's a
nice.
boardwalk pizza. It was definitely like here's pizza.
Yeah,
was
when you're
really-
hungry and you need.
It was relatively quick,
eat,
too,
yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, it was reheated, so yeah, it didn't take very long. But yeah, what they're referring to is that I, of course, now even though this is the fourth place of the day, they had a grandma style pizza, so I got a slice of that, which was very good. I would have given that a much higher score, but
I
overall,
took a bite of that and I just remember it being like I could barely swallow. Like
you were just done with pizza.
I was just I don't remember being. I remember being better than the one we were scoring though, for sure.
Well, I got bad news because we actually
Did we score it?
went to another place.
Oh, I know that.
Oh, yeah, this is the day that Ryan, the pizza monster, like, rose out of the depths of hell
Yeah.
and told us we had to do another
Now,
pizza.
listeners, remember that one where we just passed and Ryan said no? Well, Ryan says yes now.
Yes,
And so number 5 pizza is what we tried.
it's
And
the one that Steven and I wanted to try because it was right outside the door.
Yeah, and our feet hurt
And our feet-
from
we
a
had been
long
walking.
day.
We'd been hunting the Jersey Devil. I had 3 ticks on me. I was pulling off like we were
Yeah, I
done.
had to pee in the Pine Barrens
I did too.
and risk a Jersey Devil attack.
That's how I got my ticks.
So, and we had that rough pizza in Leeds Point that day. Like, it was a rough
That was
day,
really
Ryan.
rough.
I know it was.
And then when you
But the
had,
pizza was right there. And,
But you pushed it. The monster came out.
and I said, do you guys want to eat the 5th pizza?
And we did, because we're troopers like
he
that.
asked us
And we
we
did.
wanted to.
We'll just tap it on there.
I don't remember.
I honestly said that I was going to eat it, and if you guys wanted to, you could try it as well. I was going to eat it
yeah,
regardless.
I think I believe you.
I figured just buy pizza.
All right, I'll give you the benefit.
Yeah.
Celestial Water Games. Looking for the place where the adventure never ends? Go to Celestial Water Games, located on Market Street in Sunbury, Pennsylvania.
They sell accessories for merchandise for various tabletop role-playing games like Dungeons & Dragons, and also trading card games like Magic the Gathering.
Celestial Water Games is a great place to game and meet new people while playing in their weekly gaming events. Additionally, even if there isn't a gaming event happening at that time, their play space is open and free for all ages to enjoy some casual games with friends.
Yep.
Be sure to check out them out on Facebook at Celestial Water Games for their daily post on their weekly events.
So just outside the Hard Rock Cafe on the boardwalk, reheated slices, the 5th pizza place of the day. Steven, 3.75.
So better than the first.
It was better than home slice.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Decent pizza, nice size, slice.
Yep.
Solid, standard, fair. I'd have it again, better than the other boardwalk place. Christy says 2.75, so increased score there too. Good cheese, thick crust, okay boardwalk pizza.
Yep.
Right, yeah. That's higher than half, so that's a good score.
Yeah.
Ryan, 3.5, so 2 higher scores there. Good pizza. Probably
Yep.
ranking a little higher because it was reheated again. Crispy, solid crust, nice cheese, great size of the slice. So
Yeah.
good stuff. So yeah, if you're going onto the boardwalk from Hard Rock Cafe, just get pizza right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
Don't walk 300 or 400 yards down to the right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not
Although,
that
hey, try both. Prove us wrong.
try both.
It was
but
late at night, so who knows?
I think the other thing is democracy should rule, and we should be there first.
We might not have felt the need to go up there
We
at the
might
end of the
not
But
have
I would
day.
have
made
never
it a home
got you
slice.
guys to eat another piece. And I would have never got that grandma slice.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, true.
We did get some extra steps in, so we can look at it
Stupid
that
pizza
way.
monster.
Yeah, it was rough.
Atlantic City was fun, and honestly,
fun.
we were staying at your friends that night, so we had a couple
Yeah.
drinks and had a good night.
Yeah, we went to my friend Carrie's house and hung out, and her dog loved us all night.
She does cool Jersey Devil clothing, doesn't she? She does like
She
She
crochets.
does all sorts of like knitting
Yeah.
and crocheting and
Yeah, she was really
What's
neat.
her handle? Do you know?
the darkest part of the knot, or the
Darkest Knot.
darkest knot.
Let me look it up before we say something wrong.
We've linked to it in episode 40. I thought it was the darkest part of the knot. Maybe that was her Instagram handle.
Darkest Knot.
The darkest knot.
Just Darkest Knot.
And she's going to be at the New Jersey Fable Festival, which is coming up in October.
Yeah.
So if she's like, "Are you guys going to come down?" I'm like, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure about that one.
We
Yeah.
tried to go before, and they switched it the day before.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It was like we have to plan things out so far in
Yeah.
advance,
It's tough.
you know. But I would like we'll get there sometime.
We will. We'll go back to. We have plans to go back to Jersey already. So
Yep. Are we done?
I think that's it. How about you, Ryan?
I got nothing left. Too many pizza places. Wait, you guys want to do another third pizza place? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh God.
No.
No, that's it. We had a
That's
good
it?
time at Atlantic City. Yeah.
Everybody like, comment, subscribe. It really means a lot. Again, we're working on getting our Patreon page up and running, so you can check us out there once it gets going. Means a lot. If you have any stories about Atlantic City you'd like to share with us, or anywhere else, literally anywhere else in the United States, hopefully northeastern part of the United States for now. But yeah, let us know. Like,
Unless
comment,
you're-
subscribe.
Unless they're willing to pay for our flights, you know.
Yeah, if they want to do
We'll
that,
go anywhere
we'll
if they
come
pay
there.
for the
There you
flight.
go.
You want us to investigate something for you? We're there. You just pay for our lodging and travel. And join us next time you crave a slice of the paranormal.
This podcast was produced by Stone State Entertainment.